Time now for some macro data. That's where we're going to be looking out for today. The street is also going to be closely eyeing India's retail inflation because that is expected to moderate to 5% for the month of December, largely driven by significant correction in prices of key vegetables such as tomatoes, onions and potatoes. Let's take it across to my colleague Gaurav to understand what the street is penciling in when it comes to the CPI numbers today. Gaurav, good morning.
We'll get the fine print of CPI by evening, and when we talk about the numbers, now street is expecting CPI to remain somewhere in the range of 5 to 5.3%, with bias more towards 5.3%. Now let's not forget that for the past few months we have seen that inflation was one of the pain point for India, and after that now inflation is expected to go down a little, and the reason being food inflation. Now when we talk about food inflation in the past, we have seen this has also been at a higher level, as high as 10%, and that was the reason why CPI inflation even went above 6% mark. But after that we are seeing CPI inflation is easing, and specifically in the month of December, and analysts are expecting this to ease even further. Other than that, what they're also saying is that favorable monsoons is something that they're looking forward to, and that is the reason why they say that food inflation has declined a little in the month of December. And at the same time, high frequency data also suggests that when we talk about food inflation, that has gone down even further, almost by 10 to 20% in the month of January so far. Other than that, when we talk about core inflation, they're expecting this to remain somewhere in the range of 3.6 to 3.7%. But lastly, what they're saying is that the inflation target that RBI wanted to achieve of 4% will not be seen at least anytime soon. What they're expecting is that we may see this target being achieved by India in second half of FY26. Now, let's not forget that if inflation is easing, when we talk about IIP data, we saw this IIP was also at a 6-month low level, 6-month high level, my apologies, and that is the reason why this also pushes the expectations from RBI's MPC meet to cut interest rates. So definitely watching out on CPI data on the back of these numbers, and as this is a key number, it will definitely be watched out for in terms of MPC meetings outcome as well.